The purpose of the Citizens Initiative Review is to provide clear, balanced, and trustworthy information for voters.
When we talk about debate, which is what you see, on TV and in the political process, you've got opposing sides. Okay? And this is a deliberation. You're looking at the issue from the same side. You're not trying to convince each other. But it's not about winning a win-lose or a debate.
This is about kids who come here and for whatever reason or means that are going to live here, and they need, in order to succeed here, they need to learn English.
People who are knowledgeable, such as myself, are uniformly opposed to this measure. We'll be introducing you to a few more of them over the next few days.
So more information on California's Measure 227.
I think this will give the advocates a good sense of where you'd like more specific information tomorrow.
We did look over the evaluation forms that you filled out at the end of the day, and we've even got a little data posted for you to look at.
I know our group, and probably a lot of other people, are really interested on the clear definition of English immersion.
Is the current ESL not working, or is it the money?
85% of the ESL students are learning only in English.
I want to talk about focus again and what our goal is by day 5. And this is the form that you'll be using on day 5 to craft your statement. And on the left-hand side is citizen statement in support. On the right-hand side, citizen statement in opposition.
I have reports on immersion in other states and what it is doing. The most accurate, up-to-date information you can get. Overall average yearly progress, elementary, middle, and high school, not met in English, not met in math.
Limited English proficiency standard is the same as all student standard?
Yes. They have to read, write, and do math in English. Yes.
Okay.
Same as everybody else.
I would expect them to be lower because they're just learning English, so is that
not in Arizona, not in California, and I'll show you a little bit. They're doing English math, English science, English reading, writing. They're doing it in English.
The fact that we possibly have to get new teachers for this bill is one thing that we were talking about. That's money, that costs money. I'm from a rural district where, it's not really affordable for us to hire a whole nother teacher.
There's a proposal that we take Rosalie Porter and Julie Esparza Brown as the background witnesses, so that will be 40 minutes and 40 minutes, and then have 70 minutes for group time. Yes. Can I see a show of hands if you can live with that?
Yes.
You can live with that. Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of people saying they want the legislators not to do it, and I understand that fear, but we have given the administrative people in the school 30 years to change it, and they haven't done anything. And sometimes when you're too close to the subject, you can't make rules that are best for it.
Why should we pass a law that we think, we need to be fixed?
To me, the 2 years suddenly didn't seem founded in fact. If their major source of information says, no, it can take 3.
I just got a lot of information, and I'm still digesting what everybody said because everybody has made some very valid points.
We're going in tomorrow now. We're going to be making that kind of extra final shift into now actually writing down the reasons pro and con. And
I took a very strong position of pro, but I've since had a chance to visit with the 2 ladies on my left, and they've somewhat influenced me, so I'm back on the fence again.
So I just want to take a moment to acknowledge that this is a great conversation. You will have an opportunity to continue this refining process, this conversation, when you choose your groups.
We want them all to learn English. That's the history of America, a land of immigrants that come here, and we have one thing in common. We do not have a language barrier. We can all speak English so we can communicate. You've heard from educational and political leaders here in Oregon, and I really don't think they're going to come up with anything new and bold, even though the superintendent said we need bold changes. She did not say These are the bold changes.
So I want to talk about who's opposing ballot measure 58. And then I want to talk about the primary proponent of ballot measure 58, Bill Sizemore, and his history of ballot initiatives in Oregon. And finally, I'll close by just reinforcing some things you've already heard about the substance of this ballot measure and why we think the substance of the ballot measure is actually bad for all Oregon's kids.
We, members of the Citizen Initiative Review, demonstration support ballot measure 58 for the following reasons.
We oppose Measure 58 because it will not save taxpayer dollars and will not guarantee English language proficiency.